my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing very well. So, what we are going to start in this today's session? You can see on your screen, we are going to start about how people live in western desert part and central plateau of India. Means, earlier we discussed about our Great Indian Desert or Thar Desert and about our Deccan Plateau. So now in this chapter, we are going to see how people spend their life in all those areas. Okay, so let's have a look. First of all, we are going to start with Western Desert. Okay, Western Desert means your Rajasthan. Rajasthan is the only state in the desert region. Okay, so if I talk about which is the only state of India which completely falls under desert area, it is Rajasthan. The Great Indian Desert is also known as a Thar Desert. It is bounded by Punjab and Haryana in the north, Gujarat in the south, and Madhya Pradesh in the east, and to its west lies Pakistan. Now see, which states cover Rajasthan? So, Great Indian Desert is also known as Thar Desert. So, the Thar Desert is bounded by Punjab and Haryana in its northern direction, okay, and its southern direction it is completely covered by Gujarat state, and from the eastern side it is covered with Madhya Pradesh, and from the west, okay, so in the east lies Pakistan country. The desert area is rocky and sandy. As I already told you, the desert area is rocky and sandy. There is no water, so plants or trees cannot grow in the desert. Okay, there is a lot of a scarcity of water. That's why plants and trees usually don't grow in those areas. In some places, there are natural springs, but in those Thar desert area, at some places we can find some natural springs. Now, what is the meaning of a spring? Let's have a look. Such a piece is there is no water. Such a place is called an oasis. Remember, I told you about oasis. Okay, what is the meaning of oasis? Means at some portion in desert area, you can see water. Okay, water comes upward. Water comes in upward direction from underground. Okay, and it forms a small area containing water. Okay, so these areas are called oases or springs. Kikar, cactus, and thorny bushes are found here. So it doesn't mean that Rajasthan area or our Thar desert area is completely barren. No, there are some kinds of plants or trees grow here like kikar, cactus, and thorny bushes, because all these plants or trees need very less amount of water. Small settlement have came up in these places, and if I talk about the settlement, okay, so very less amount of people lives here. The people who live here grow maize and millet. So the people who lives here, okay, they do farming, okay, and usually they grow two types of crops like maize and millets. Some of them are nomads and are also called banjaras. So we call them nomads or banjaras. Okay, means they don't want to stay at one place for longer duration of time. They rear animals like sheep, goats, and camels. They also rear animals as their pet like goat, sheep, and camels. They move from place to place in search of grass and fodder for their animals. Okay, and why they are called banjaras? Why they can't stay at one place? Because there is a scarcity of water. That's why in search of food and in search of water, they have to move from one place to another. Now, my dear students, here you can see this is the oasis in the desert. You can see it is a completely desert area. Okay, and between this desert area, a small area covered with water. This is cactus. Okay, cactus grown in desert area, and they are the nomads. Okay, now camel is the main means of transportation in the desert. It is the ship of the desert. Now, which is the main animal of desert area? Camel. And camel is also called as the ship of desert. A camel has padded feet and can walk easily over the sand. Its long eyelids protect its eyes from sand storms. Camel is used to plough fields. It also provides milk and meat. Camel wool is used to make woolen clothes. and camel skin is used to make tents. A camel can stay without food or water for days together. And you know what? Camel is a very unique creature of God. Okay, camel got padded feet which help him to survive. Okay, which help him to walk in hot desert. Okay, and apart from that, camel have a very long eyelashes. Okay, which protect them from the sandstorm. Okay, and camels are also used to plug fields in Rajasthan. Okay, and camel also act as the food of Rajasthani people. Like they eat camel meat, and they also get milk from camel. Okay, now camel wool, the wool which we get from camel is used for making woolen clothes. Okay, and camel skin is used for making tents. The people who lives in desert areas. Okay, and camel can live without water and food for many days. Now some people with their camels, sometimes people with their camels travel through the desert in group. Such groups are called caravan. Now you can see, my dear student, in desert areas, some people travel from one place to another place in a bunch of people, means in a group. So that group of people is called caravan. The nomads of the desert wear colorful clothes. The common dress of women are lehenga, choli, and odhni. So the Banjaras of the desert areas wear very colorful clothes. That's why Rajasthani people are known for their colorful attire. Okay. Now, which is the most common dress which Rajasthani women wear? They wear lehenga, choli with odhni. Now, see, in the eastern part of Rajasthan, farming is very common. Okay, water stored in tanks and wells help to irrigate the land. People are employed in mica, copper, and zinc mines. Marble and sandstone are found in the region. Rajasthani craft items and tie and dye means bandhani. Fabrics are admired all over the country. Life is now changing in desert area. The Indira Gandhi Canal now facilitates the farming of wheat and cotton. The Indira Gandhi Canal brings water from Satluj River to these dry areas. Now you can see, my dear student, in eastern part of Rajasthan, farming becoming day by day very common. Waters used to store in tank, okay, and they use for irrigational purpose. Okay, Rajasthani people also work in industries of mica, copper, and zinc. Now Rajasthani fabric means bandhani fabric. Okay, bandhani sari, bandhani dresses are famous all over India. Okay, now here the lives are completely changing day by day, because here Indira Gandhi Canal came, and Indira Gandhi Canal got its water from Satluj River. Okay, now Dashehra, Diwali, Holi, and Eid are important festivals in Rajasthan. As you can see, Rajasthani peoples are very colorful. They celebrate festivals with very joy. Now the important festivals are Dashehra, Diwali, Holi, and Eid. A big Urs is held every year. A big Urs is held every year at the tomb of Sufi Sant in Ajmer. Now Rajasthan is also famous for Ajmer. Okay. Once upon a time, Prithviraj Chauhan, a great ruler of India, ruled Ajmer as well as Delhi. Okay, and at Ajmer, famous tomb of Sufi Sant Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti present there. That's why every year big Urs of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti held at Ajmer. Gangaur, the harvest festival, and Tej, the monsoon festival, are especially popular among women. Now you know what, my dear student. There are the two most famous festivals celebrated by especially married and unmarried women both, like Gangaur. Okay, Gangaur is the most famous Rajasthani festival celebrated by both married and unmarried girls. And Tej is a monsoonal festival. Okay, it is celebrated mainly by married women. Ghumar and Kalbelia dances are famous folk dances performed by women on a festive occasion. Rajasthan, which derived its name from the brave Rajput warriors, has many forts and places. Now you can see, my dear students, after Gangaur and Tej, there are the two main dance forms, okay, which makes Rajasthan a very colorful state, Ghumar and Kalbelia. Okay, so Rajasthan. The name of Rajasthan state is derived from the various famous Rajput warriors. Okay, so in Rajasthan, we can see there are many places and forts of this Rajput rulers are present there. The lake place at Udaipur and the Hawa Mahal at Jaipur are famous tourist attractions. So, Lake Udaipur is famous for its lake place, and Hawa Mahal at Jaipur makes Jaipur a famous tourist place. The Amber Fort, see, the Amber Fort and the cities of Jodhpur and Bikaner are also very famous. Amber Fort, which is located at Jodhpur, and Bikaner are also famous tourist places. Kota, Alwar and Chittor are historical cities. Okay, Kota, Alwar and Chittor are historical cities of Rajasthan. And what is the capital of Rajasthan? It is your Jaipur. And Jaipur is also called as Pink City. Raja Jai Singh founded the city of Jaipur. Okay, and who founded the city of Jaipur? Raja Jai Singh. And tourists visit Jaipur to see the popular Jantar Mantar. Okay, so the tourist also comes to see Hawa Mahal as well as Jantar Mantar. Okay, now my dear student, here you can see this is your Indira Gandhi Canal. Okay, this is your Lake Palace Udaipur, and this is a Jantar Mantar which is located at Jaipur. Now, after desert area, we are going to discuss about the Central Plateau. Let's have a look here. See, the Central Plateau region includes the Malwa and Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Malwa Plateau lies to the north of the Narmada River in Madhya Pradesh. So, Central Plateau region also called as Malwa, okay, and it contains the areas of Chota Nagpur Plateau. So, the location of Malwa Plateau is located on the north of river Narmada, okay, and river Narmada is present in Madhya Pradesh state. The black soil of this region is good for growing cotton. Jowar, bajra and tobacco are the other products of this region. Now, black soil, the famous black soil found in this area, and black soil is famous for cotton cultivation, and apart from cotton cultivation, jowar, bajra and tobacco are also cultivated here. In the north, are the diamond mines of Panna. I hope you all know Panna. Panna is a very famous city located at Madhya Pradesh, and Panna is famous for its diamond mines. Okay, the major cities on the Malwa Plateau are Gwalior, Indore and Bhopal. Now, at Malwa Plateau, we can find many major cities of Madhya Pradesh like Gwalior, Indore and capital city of Madhya Pradesh, that is Bhopal. Bhopal is the capital of Madhya Pradesh. Further eastward is the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and if we travel in the east direction of Chota Nagpur Plateau, we find further if we move in the eastward direction of Malwa Plateau, we find Chota Nagpur Plateau. This area is very rich in minerals like iron ore, manganese, bauxite, mica and limestone, and Chota Nagpur Plateau is world famous for its deposits of iron ore, manganese, bauxite and coal deposits. The Damodar River basin is very close to this region, and you know what? The famous Damodar River basin is very close to this Chota Nagpur region. The main coal deposits are found in Jharia, Raniganj and Bokaro. So, if Chota Nagpur Plateau is famous for its coal deposits, so in what areas? The main coal deposit areas are your Jharia, Raniganj and Bokaro. Many Adivasi tribes live in this plateau region, and you know what, my dear students, many tribal people, okay, means many tribal people, many tribes, we can find many tribes in this plateau region. Each tribe has its own language, dress, custom and festivals. They are fond of dancing and singing, and you know what, who are the most colorful and most joyful persons? They are our tribal person. Okay, so here many tribes are present in Chota Nagpur as well as Malwa region. So all these tribal people have their different language, have their different religion, have their different custom festivals, but there is one thing common among all these tribes. They are very fond of dancing and singing. So my dear student, this is all about the life of people living in desert as well as plateau area. So this is all for today's session. I'm going to meet with you all in my next session with a new chapter. Okay, till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye.